Politics is a very interesting game. Yesterday, 41 members of parliament, senators, and women reps from the larger Mount Kenya region, allied to the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, penned a daring letter to President Uhuru Kenyatta. That letter was daring, and they wrote that letter after they were locked out of a meeting which is supposed to begin today, chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta himself at the Sagana State Lodge. And today, over 60 members of parliament, senators, and women reps from the larger Mount Kenya region also wrote another letter to the president. In their letter, they were actually countering the previous letter which was written by the allies of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. So today I want us to look why letters are being exchanged left, right, and center, and why this meeting by President Uhuru Kenyatta at Sagana and the 4-day tour is causing a lot of panic in William Ruto's circles. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, please I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And by the way, someone went to one of the supermarkets in Kitale, and where they were displaying the TV, our channel is the one which was being played there. I don't want to mention the name of the supermarket for now, but I want to thank them for doing that. Now let us get back to the issues. President Uhuru Kenyatta is embarking on a 4-day tour of the larger Mount Kenya region. The president has already arrived at the Sagana State Lodge at the time of doing this video. And before his arrival, State House had issued a statement over that trip. That statement was issued by Kanzedena Mararo. And by the way, Kanzedena ameongeza weight sana. Now let me just go through briefly the statement by State House before we look into why this meeting at the Sagana State Lodge and the 4-day tour of the region is going to mark the end of Jubilee Party. Is going to actually be the beginning of a new Uhuru Kenyatta and the larger Mount Kenya politics. Now this is the statement. Statement on His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta's 4-day working tour of Central Kenya region. President Uhuru Kenyatta will arrive at Sagana State Lodge in Nyeri today, Friday 29th, 2021, to start his 4-day working tour of Central Kenya region. During his visit, the head of state will launch several complete national government development projects and inspect ongoing programs. Now, basically what's going to happen is that the president is going to launch projects which have been completed. And I'm suspecting that he's going to target constituencies where members of parliament are giving him headache. Because some of these members of parliament are saying the president has done nothing. In fact, I was shocked the other day when I went to Alice Wahome's Facebook page, and one of the roads she was inspecting is actually not even a CDF road. It's a national government road. And is continuing, the head of state will also hold meetings with the leadership and residents of the region to discuss national programs, amongst them the Big Four agenda, the Building Bridges initiative, the curriculum reforms, and the fight against COVID. So the mere fact that there is a Big Four agenda there, and the mere fact that there's the Building Bridges initiative process there, then it means politics is also going to be part of the agenda. The president's engagement during the 4-day working visit has been planned in strict compliance with the national COVID-19 containment protocol as published by the Ministry of Health. So basically they are saying that not everybody, the meetings are going to be probably social distancing, people are going to sanitize, just not the usual public rallies we've been seeing in William Ruto's events and Raila Odinga's event, even in Kalonzo Musyoka's event. So probably the president wants a situation where it's leading by example. Key highlight, I want you to listen. Central Kenya, key highlights of the visit. Number one is Central Kenya region leaders meeting. So he's going to meet with the leadership from this region. Remember, 41 of them wrote a letter that they were not invited. And from those 41, at least 2 people have denied ever appending their signatures to that list. So the president is saying, His Excellency, the president, will tomorrow, Saturday, host a Central Kenya leaders meeting here at Sagana State Lodge in Nyeri County. The closed-door consultative meeting, whose main agenda is development, will be open to all invited Central Kenya leaders. Invited. So basically, it's an invite-only event. If you're not invited, please don't disturb yourself. Utafukuzwa. So I'm sure Alice Wahome will not be there, the member of parliament for Rigathi Gachagua, because Sagana State Lodge is actually in Madeira, Madeira constituency, represented by Rigathi Gachagua. So he won't be allowed inside there. Number 2 is going to inspect national government projects. The president itinerary on the inspections of projects and the Meet the People visit will be shared with the media by our office on a rolling basis. So basically, tomorrow after the meeting, then the next day, the president will embark on this tour. And according to the program, he will just issue guidelines on how they are going to tour those regions. Let us wait and see how the events are going to unfold. Number 3 is they're also talking of education matters. The president would like to thank all parents who managed to take their kids back to school at the beginning of the year, despite the disruption brought by the COVID pandemic. So basically, that's the statement by State House. And the president, I would be unfair not to mention this, the president notes with concern to increasing cases of arson in schools across the Republic and would like to remind perpetrators of the serious crime that National Police Service, working with the Ministry of Education, are under his firm instructions to deal decisively with anyone found culpable. Of course, you all know and we all understand that in the last few days in this country, students have been going on rampage. So the president is just one. But this development tour of the region, in my considered opinion, is basically the president going to Central Kenya region to fix his politics. So why do you think the president is going to Sagana and for 4 days? Number 1, in my considered opinion, the president is going to rally his troops for an onslaught against the deputy president, William Samoei Ruto. William Ruto and his allies have been going to the ground, spoiling every other thing. The president remained mum. And you all remember at Mululu, the president reminded everybody that ukiona paka menyeshewa, simba imenyeshewa, usidhani ni paka. So basically the president is now getting order there. And I'm sure he's going to rally his troops, the governors. He's going to rally members of parliament, senators who are allied to him, to start the onslaught. Because let's also be very fair. The president has tried so much to avoid confrontation with his deputy. Just like his deputy has tried so much to avoid any confrontation. But ever since these guys formed that UDA party, I knew and expected that the president was going to start dealing with them decisively. That's number 1. Number 2, and I think this is one of the problems which President Uhuru Kenyatta committed. The president wants to start dealing with the voters. He wants to start engaging the voters on the ground directly. The moment President Uhuru Kenyatta was sworn in office, he committed one blunder. He failed to retrace his roots. He failed to go back to his team on the ground. The president became inaccessible. And because of that, for the last 2 years, William Samoei Ruto and his troops have made serious contact with these people. And they've lied to them to an extent that they've bought some of those lies. So I think the president now wants to start going down there just to explain himself to the people. I've always told people, including on this channel, that President Uhuru Kenyatta is one of the best politicians we have in this country. Very smart. Uhuru Kenyatta's moves are never wrong. I always tell people that. So when you see Uhuru Kenyatta now going directly there, There's something which he wants to achieve, and that something is dealing with the voters directly. Because these guys voted for the president 3 times. In 2013, 2017, they voted for him twice. There is no way, if people voted for you like that, then today you claim that they don't want you. No way. There's just something wrong. So probably the president has realized that thing which went wrong and is intending to fix it by explaining himself to the people there. The third thing the president is going to do here is to launch the Building Bridges Initiative process and explain it to the people. And I want you guys to very keenly follow what's going to happen there. The president is likely going to explain to the people of the larger Mount Kenya region that these people who are now opposing this document, they are opposing it for no reason. And he's going to give a genesis. That when Bomas 1 came, he took this document back to the people. And a lot of changes were made, which some of these people were advancing. In fact, after those changes were made, this same group who were opposed to the BBI went outside there and claimed credit. That finally, 90% of whatever the deputy president raised have been considered in the document. So now they can't come out again and claim that the document is bad. So basically, the president is just going to explain to the people of the larger Mount Kenya region the benefits of the BBI, how the BBI is going to benefit them as a community. In fact, I'll not be surprised if the president is going to be very bold to them and tell them that it will take several years again for a Kikuyu to become a president. He's going to be bold enough and is going to convince them that since it will take long for a Kikuyu to become president, that's why he made sure that those changes are actually favoring his community, so that even if they're not in leadership, then they're not affected in any way. Lesson number 4, the president is going to talk about 2022 general election. He's not going to endorse Raila, he's not going to endorse Kalonzo, he's not going to endorse any other person. But he's going to tell those people that he's not going to support his deputy, William Samoei Ruto. And he's going to give the reasons. For the first time, the president is going to give reasons to his people why he's not going to support his deputy. The last time he tried doing that at Bomas, was it at Bomas or KICC? When he was explaining how Ruto started running the opposite direction, the DP came and told him to stop. This time around, I am sure the president is going to tell the people of the larger Mount Kenya region that he's not going to support his deputy president. Let me hear your thoughts. Let us wait and see how the events are going to unfold down there. Thank you guys, and again, if you're watching the video for the first time, just remember to click subscribe button. And to my crew, please just thumbs up, drop your comment, then tukutane baadaye. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.